I spent the day down at Live Oak HQ in Wilmington, North Carolina, where we were learning advanced accounting for business acquisitions. If you are still with me, hopefully you're looking to buy or sell a business, and I'm going to share some of the notes with you because it was interesting and we are in interesting times. The businesses that we were discussing from ranging from 100,000 revenue to 10 million. And the good people at Live Oak reported back to us some statistics from a survey that they had done. They had surveyed about 480 businesses, and these are some of the things that came back. So 2024 financials across the board show a decrease compared to previous years due to end of pandemic related government funding like PPP, right? We all know about that. So if your financials are down, and you own a small business, then you're not alone. Okay, that's kind of what's going on. Uh, Over 50% of businesses in the US are now owned by individuals 65 years and older. And there are 35 million small businesses in the US, and 6 million of those have more than one employee. So why does this matter? Well, okay, if you're looking to buy a business, 50% of the businesses are owned by somebody 65 years or older, and those good people will want to be transitioning to the next generation. I know the business owners I speak to, this is really important to them. And if you're looking to buy a business, if only 6 million of those 35 million businesses have more than one employee, that reduces your acquisition target pool greatly. So just some good things to know. Some other insights from the notes that I took are positive views on interest rate stabilization. Live Oak has an appetite for employee buyouts. They like these transactions, but only 2% of businesses currently are selling to employees. So they would like to see that number go up, as would I. Additionally, AI is expected to streamline the process of securing commitment letters from lenders. So Live Oak have been investing heavily in AI, and they said it's really coming a long way. When it comes to SBA loan approvals, there are certain things that they shared with us that can hinder the process, and those are unreconciled books and tax returns, meaning your internal financials don't match your tax returns and they don't all reconcile and tie in. That's a big one. Improper legal counsel. This is on buyers and sellers. So if you're buying a business or selling a business, you've got to have an attorney that has that works in the realm of helping people to buy and sell businesses. Okay, no divorce lawyers, no personal injury lawyers, no brother-in-law. And that's something that's a big hindrance because they're actually one of their attorneys they were present in the discussion, and they told us some of the war stories of things they've seen, and it's not good. It just delays things. So just expect to have to pay legal fees and get a really good attorney to streamline the process. Licensing gaps. What do I mean by that? A business that needs a license to operate and the owner is the license holder. So that's a licensing gap. And that's where key employees come in. They typically will be licensed as well. And they can fill that gap if they buy the business. But if you've got somebody coming from outside the industry and the owner has the license to operate the business, let's say, a vet or a healthcare perfectionist, professional, or some type of trade business where you have to be licensed. Okay, so licensing gaps. Lease issues, landlords can be a big headache. A business selling is a risk for a landlord, and they typically will want to approve the new owner. So you've got to get out ahead of the leases. Vehicle documentation problems. They did explain to us, their process. We were very lucky and got to speak with the business development team. We got to speak with the credit team, and we got to speak with the closing team, and we got to speak with the legal team. So we really got to see all pieces of the puzzle and why it sometimes seems like when you're getting an SBA loan, if you're buying a business, it's a lot of hoops to jump through. And if you're selling a business, these are things you're just not aware of. But vehicle documentation problems, the vehicle is it has financing on it that has to be paid off. They have to re-register the vehicle. So having that stuff ahead of time, getting that to your buyer early is going to be critical in making sure that you don't have a speed bump or a roadblock at the end when you're moving towards a closing date. So these are the common issues that they explain could delay your deal, your purchase, your acquisition, or your sale. And if you have any questions, send me a message. I would love to be able to share some more information. I've got much more detailed notes, but I think that's enough for now on advanced accounting. So thanks so much.